Hi all, Loz D, Punch Out TV. How are you all doing? Hope you're all good out there. Well, it's this time of the month for the bellends who have committed the crimes in boxing. Now, this is a two-part series. I'll do the first one and I'll get the next video out in the next couple of days. Now, these 8 Muppets have been put on the board this month because they were voted in the community page. Some on the live stream and some from last month. So the people with the most votes have gone up on the board. So let's get stuck into it. In at number 8, it's none other than Turkey Al Sheikh, aka the Turkinator, or should I say the Turbinator. Now, I didn't want to put Turkey Gizzard on the board this month because he's done a lot of wonderful things for boxing and he's really put boxing back on the map with the amount of good fights what we're getting. But the Turbinator has to go in at number 8 for his weapon behaviour of allowing Eddie Hills to get into his ear and putting this fight together between a drugs cheat and a fraud of a boxer. Now, like I say, I didn't want to put the Turbinator in on the board at all, but I have to put him in on the board. He was voted for his weapon behaviour. Like I say, Turkey Gizzard's alright, he's quite a decent fella. Not that I know him or anything, but, you know, can't knock the man for what he's done in boxing. But I have to put him on the board for paying off the British Boxing Board of Control and Robert Smith and somehow getting this fight over the line. And it's sanctioned in the UK as well. So the Turbinator is in at number 8, aka Turkey Gizzard. In at number 7, oh God, it's that man again. The man who just sometimes really can't get off the board. It's none other than the con man himself, the fraudster, the snake, whatever you want to call him, slippery little bastard. It's Eddie Hills, aka Eddie Hearn, or should I say Harry Potter, Eddie Potter. Now, Eddie Potter's in at number 7 for simply just getting Conor Benn a fight. Now, we all know he's a drugs cheat. Eddie's been banging the drums for the best part of 3 years about getting this fight over the line, even though we all know that Conor Benn is a drugs cheat. Eddie's never proved any evidence whatsoever. So, Harry Potter, or should I say Eddie Potter, is in at number 7 for just being an absolute twat and an absolute bellend, banging the drum, doing all these interviews for years and years. Yeah, we've got the evidence, we've done this, we've done that. You've not done anything. The man's a drugs cheat. You're the first one who went in on Jarrell Miller when he popped dirty all them years ago, saying that he could have killed Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's my friend and he wants banning forever. Yet when your fighters pop, like Dillian White as well, the mysterious B samples never ever turn up. They always disappear. So Eddie Hills, aka Eddie Potter, the fucking scumbag from Essex, he's in at number 7 for just being an absolute scumbag and a weapon. A weapon, Eddie. You are a weapon. You're a slimy bastard. You bang on about all these drug cheats in the game. They all want banning. Yet you've never provided any evidence whatsoever for your fighter. And you've got in Turkey's head somehow. And you've managed the Turbinator to put this fight together. I think it's because you're on Skid Row. You're on your arse. You've got no fighters left. So you're just trying to cash in now whilst you can before the Turbinator probably throws you out through the back door. So that's Eddie Potter in at number 7. Who have we got next? Oh God, it's none other than Triple D, Dozy Daniel de Bums or Dozy Daniel Dubois. This fucking donut, Triple D or Triple Knee as they call him. This clown is in at number 6. He should have gone on the board last month, but oh fucking Dozy Daniel Dubois is in at number fucking 6 for simple reasons of jumping in the ring after Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury fight in December. Jumping in the ring, making himself look an absolute twat, an absolute weapon, and offering out Alexander Usyk for a rematch when this guy's got a fight lined up next month. What's a bloody hard fight? And for me personally, thinking he's overlooking his opponent, jumping in the ring, doing interviews after he's done a couple of interviews as well, saying that he's going for Usyk and he wants revenge and all this stuff. Yeah, mate, the man hadn't even got his frigging gloves off. He turns around, he's having his gloves cut open and pulled off. He turns around and he's got this dozy donut stood in front of him with a microphone, shoving it down his ear hole, saying, I want to fight you and all that. It was weapon behaviour by Dozy Daniel Dubois, or Dozy Daniel de Bums. It was absolutely weapon behaviour. You just made yourself look a dick for doing that. You look desperate. Desperate Daniel Dubois, whatever you want to call him. Someone said that Frank threw a curly whirly in the ring. That's why he jumped in the ring. Someone said that on my live stream, and that killed me when I heard that. But yeah, Dozy Daniel Dubois, he's in at number 6 for all this fucking stupidity, jumping in the rings and offering all these fighters out when he's got a fight lined up with a very tough opponent next month and overlooking him. And plus having to take Frank, aka Fish Eyes, to that face-off with Joseph Parker. It was, it was like Frank was his little daddy. Frank had to do all the talking for him. So Dozy Daniel de Bums is in at number 6 for jumping in the ring and just making himself look an absolute tool. Right, last but not least, in at number 5. The first time, this is an international one. We've gone across the pond for this one. For the first time ever that an American's ever been on the board, or anyone outside of the UK. So in at number 5, he was voted very highly. It's none other than Thomas the Tank Davies, aka Little Tank. Now, Little Thomas the Tank Engine is in at number 5 for ducking fighters and saying he's retiring this year. Now, I like Tank Davies, but Little Thomas Tank Engine is in at number 5 for tweeting loads of stuff about Turkey Al Sheikh, saying he's bad for boxing. He's no good and all this. It's really bad for boxing. Turkey's bad and boxing should stay in America and blah, blah, blah. But the real reason is why he doesn't like Turkey is because he asked Turkey for a Ferrari last year and a stupid amount of money before he considered thinking about fighting on any of the Riyadh cards. And Turkey basically told him, go fuck yourself. So Tank has been giving Turkey loads of shit, or the Turbinator, loads of shit over Twitter. But really it's because he knows that if he does sign up to any of the Riyadh cards, that the Turbinator will make him fight stellar opponents. And we all know that a lot of fighters have been exposed just lately because they've had to fight decent opponents. And Tank's been ducking stellar opponents for a long time. Now, like I say, I like Tank Davies to kick and fight, but he's a big crybaby. He's an absolute mardarse as well. He's a proper mardarse. Little lumper is. And it's a simple fact that he knows that if he has to go and fight under Turkey on any of the Riyadh cards, he's going to get made to fight hard opponents where he might come unstuck. He stayed loyal to Al Heyman and the PBC, which is absolutely pish. It's fucking piss water. The PBC is finished. It's been finished for a long time. It's on Skid Row. And Tank is basically staying there because he can get away with fighting bums. So he's basically going to retire as a hype job in my eyes. So little Thomas the Tank Davies is in at number 5 for his shitbag behaviour, ducking and giving Turkey shit and saying he's bad for boxing. So I hope you like that one. I'll be back in a couple of days with 4-1 of the other bellends on the board for this month. And as my brother from my mother once said, tell him, Nick, tell him.
You and me, Wembley Stadium, 93,000 crowd. I'm up for that, my friend. You know, let's put it this way. You had plenty to say. I'll stand by every word I've said. You don't like me. Let's see what you can do about it.
In the meantime, don't have nightmares. Do please sleep well. Good night.
Good night.